Hey there, Capricorn. How are you? We're going to get started on your tarot reading for the month of September. Capricorn, I'm using the Hermit Tarot for you today. Capricorn, what insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the zodiac sign of Capricorn this month of September? Ooh, okay. Wow. You matter. You matter. Look at that color. Wow. You matter. You are important. What is that? You know, the movie Help. You is smart. Is it you is smart? You is important. You is smart. You is important. You know what I'm talking about, many of you. You matter, okay? This is a love reading. So, you matter. You matter, Capricorn. So if somebody's telling you, right, if somebody tells you you matter, can you think about like what's going on to make somebody give you that advice, to tell you that, like, you matter? There could be a situation that's happening where maybe you are, putting your needs last, if that's what I feel. So you matter. So what you want matters. Your needs matter. So in what way are you not, in what way are you neglecting your needs? I can't even look at you right now. What? Think before you act. And then it says, you already know. Wow, I can't even look at you right now. For many of you, I feel like there's issues and problems going on between you and another person. I feel like this is somebody that you at some point really liked or still have some sort of relationship connection with, but there's something happening, something will be happening that is creating some, could be even conflict between you and that person. I can't even look at you right now. When you say I can't even look at you, it's because you're you're upset at that person. You can't even look at them. You can't even talk to them. Maybe it's something that they said, something it is that they did, something that they're doing, and it's kind of like appalling. Think before you act. I feel like you are thinking before you act, but I also feel like there's somebody else that has been acting without thinking. There's somebody here that has been acting without thinking. There's somebody doing something that is, that doesn't feel right to you. I can't even look at you right now. That could also be kind of shocking, like what? Like somebody's doing something, acting, saying something that may be out of character. Maybe it's not out of character, but whatever it is that they're doing, it's not setting right for you. And I'm hearing, in your opinion matters, like you matter, whatever position it is that you hold here. Like, don't make anybody make you feel like you're insignificant or like you don't have a say in this. Like, honor how it is that you feel, and whatever position it is that you hold in this matter, like, just know that it's important, it's of significance. I'm hearing you also, whatever you're feeling, like, don't let anybody tell you like you don't have no right to feel that way. I can't even look at you right now. It's something even offensive a little bit, right? Especially if somebody's telling you like, look, like, I'm hearing, don't get involved, or don't get into this, or don't get into that, or you shouldn't even be saying anything, or that's not your place, or this or that, right? Like, I'm getting that too with this. I can't even look at you. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, are you even thinking about what you're saying? Are you even thinking before you're doing this? Like, what are you even thinking about what you're telling me? Like, you matter, okay? Like, you matter. And it says you already know. So this you already know means that whatever you're feeling about this, whatever you know about it, like, you need to trust it, no matter what anybody else is telling you about it. You need to trust. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I need more time. Here we have a situation where somebody's afraid to, I feel like it could be to talk to you, or you could be afraid to talk to somebody else just because of like the way this feels. Like, again, it's a situation where you have to be very careful. Could be a sensitive situation. This is a love reading, guys, okay? And it says, I'm too afraid to talk to you. So there is a fear of expressing. There's a fear of expressing one's truth, what you already know, something. I need time for me. I need time for me. I feel like that's you, Capricorn, like this. I need time for me. Like, I feel like you're dealing with a person, a situation that kind of is making you withdraw a little bit. Not because you want to. For many of you, you want to be apart from this person, but it's just the situation and what's happening. I need more time for me. This also says that you need more time to kind of clear your head, to process and to, just process everything that's happening. Because I'm telling you, I feel like there's somebody here making you feel like you don't matter, or they straight up told you you don't matter. Maybe not exactly in those words, but in some way or another, they conveyed to you where that your opinion or whatever you're doing, whatever whatever you're trying to do or whatever your opinion is, like that, it doesn't matter. And what I feel like you need time to process that, because, well, it does. Whatever we have here, pretty much, it does matter. And I need more time. I feel like this is saying you need more time before you accept that this doesn't matter. You need more time before accepting that you don't matter. And what does that mean? You accepting that it doesn't matter would be like you just saying, okay, well, I guess I shouldn't say anything about it, or I guess it's not okay for me to feel this way. It's not okay for me to do this or do that or whatever. So I need more time for me. I feel like this is, well, for many of you, causing like a reef. Like it's causing you to distance yourself a little bit, or it's causing distance between you and another person. I need more time for me. Many of you, you're wanting to stay away from a person. Like you're not wanting to hang out or be around a particular person. And many of you, you might be, somebody here is afraid to express that, like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable with this or that. I want to start a family with you. For many of you, this could be about starting a family. For many of you, you want to start a family, or, well, it matters what you want. Or you want a relationship, you want something out of a relationship, and you're with somebody that doesn't want that. And for many of you, you have been kind of like neglecting maybe those what you want and what you desire. And for many of you, again, it's a family. It's starting a family. It is a commitment. It's a relationship. It's something more serious, something that matters for you. But I feel like you've been neglecting that because somebody else doesn't want that, or is not ready for that, or something like that. I want to start a family with you. Yeah. I'm open to compromise. I'm open to compromise. Okay. I feel that's been you, though. Honestly, I feel like that's been you. I feel like that's been your energy from the very beginning, because look, we started off with the reading saying like you matter. Like you matter. There's a lot of negative interference, guys. What does that feel like? It feels like it's hard to concentrate on the reading because there's just so many energies that are like pulling me left and right. I'm open to compromise. I promise you, I feel like that's been your energy. I feel like that's been you, Capricorn. Like you've been open to compromise, but opening to compromise hasn't really been compromised. It has just really been you being okay with the situation, which I feel like you're truly not deep down inside, but you're too afraid to speak up and say something. For many of you, it's you want a family. You want a more serious commitment, relationship. You want something out of this relationship, this connection that the other person in some way is not ready for, that doesn't want. And I feel like you've been keeping silent about it. I need time. I need time for me. I need time for me. That kind of goes with the wanting a family. There's certain things, like some people don't want a commitment. I'm seeing this the 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing this as like a family. And what is that like? This is it's pretty much a commitment, a responsibility. I need more time for me. So I'm seeing this as somebody not wanting any extra responsibilities, right? And this, I need more time for me, is just like, you know, the individual emphasizing like, this is what I need. This is what I need. I'm open to compromise. I'm telling you, I feel like that's been you. But I also feel like that's been the energy of the other person. Like they've been telling you, they've been, that's my dog, guys. And she wants me to pick her up. I'm open to compromise. Okay, let's see. You've Ace of Swords. There's attention that needs to be brought to that. Ace of Swords. I'm open to compromise. Absolutely, there needs to be compromise here. And look, so far I feel like there has not been any sort of compromise. You see it? This love scares me. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. I have a new dog, guys, and she's very needy. And she was really distracting me right now because she was going around in circles around my table, and she was here scratching me. She wanted to be picked up, and she was wanting my attention, and I had to stop for a little bit to see what she wanted. Okay. So that's of significance here, guys, like being considerate and compassionate of others' needs. You see, like what I just did there, everything matters. At least for me, guys, everything matters. Everything that happens during a reading, any sort of interruptions that take place, like all of that, that energy, in a sense, the reading, your energy is attracting those scenarios there. So here I have a very needy dog that needs my attention. So we could have somebody like that, somebody that's very needy. Somebody doesn't have to be needy, but there's just somebody here that needs attention. There's more consideration for sure that's needed. This love scares me. Yeah, here pretty much, my dear Capricorn. She tried to jump on the couch and she fell. She couldn't reach. Somebody needs help. Somebody needs assistance. I'm getting that somebody just needs a little more encouragement to be able to feel safe about this. I'm open to compromise. So already, guys, here there is like could be conflicting energies, right? And there's a lot of things in this relationship, in this connection, that are happening right now and not happening as well, that are based out of fear. Look, the 11 could be of significance, the month of November. This love scares me. Yeah, and it's right next to the 10 of Pentacles, which is a commitment for many of you. There's somebody here that is afraid of commitment, and that can manifest in so many different ways. Just because somebody is afraid of commitment, it doesn't mean that they don't have relationships. I mean, there's so many people out there that have commitment issues and they're in relationships. It manifests in so many different ways. So definitely, guys, I see somebody that is afraid of commitment. And again, that could manifest as somebody not wanting a family, not wanting to have children, not wanting to be part of a family. If you already have family, like being scared of those, that, integrating that there, being a part of that. As well as just being more serious. The 10 of Pentacles, I see it as a home. It could be like a domestic partnership, like even taking that step there. It's something that somebody needs a little more encouragement to feel safe with. But regardless of that, it's okay. I'm hearing to be compassionate of others. And I feel like you have, for the most part. There's what that happens, where you matter too. Many of you've been very much self-aware, or just aware of another person. I feel like you've been very accommodating for the most part. And I feel like that's a good thing. But sometimes something that we're doing is good for just a certain period of time. And once we pass a certain threshold or a certain line, it kind of, it's like, it becomes imbalanced. It starts really hurting us. That's pretty much where we find ourselves at. Like, you matter, okay? You need to know that what you want, it matters. And again, I feel like you've been putting yourself in the back burner. You've been open to compromise, but I'm hearing it takes two. It takes two. You've compromised a lot. I'm hearing it's time for somebody else as well to compromise. There needs to be open communication here. Don't be afraid to speak. There's somebody that is afraid to speak their mind because they're afraid about how the other person's going to react. Like, I really like you, but how do I, tell you this when I know you've expressed to me that you feel very strongly about this or that? And I don't want to lose you. Absolutely. So Capricorn, here we have you, my dear Capricorn, or you cross watcher, that has, been afraid to just express what it is that you want, what you're ready for. And it's because you are afraid of losing this person, this relationship, because they're not going to be open to compromise, and they're going to say, like, no, I'm just not okay with this. But look, it's saying, like, if that is the case, I don't feel like that's a good enough reason. That's not a good enough reason. That's, compromising or staying with somebody for all the wrong reasons. And it's something you will regret later. So you see, you compromising and you just saying, oh, I'm okay with this. It's not bringing you any solution. Like, that's still going to be there. It's saying you matter. You matter. I can't even look at you right now. To me, this is also purposely looking away, turning the blind eye, or looking away, not wanting to see things, confront certain realities. Somebody's really having to think, once you get to the point where you have to alter what you're saying, it's not natural anymore. It becomes like homework. It starts draining you. So I feel like that's what we have here to some degree, where somebody's getting to the point where they're having to think, about what it is that they're saying, because they're in the presence of, this person, your lover, you're just, how that person feels, and you feel different, about the relationship or certain matters that are important in the relationship, and you're having to be very careful about what you're saying, because I'm hearing you've just agreed, but that's not really how you felt, but you just agreed. So, yeah. So that's what we have. All right. So what do you want? Future energy. Future energy. How is this going to be developing as the month of September goes on, or just in general? Like, we have this card, and I believe it's the devil because it's the number 15. I want to get you drunk. Look, and it's reversed. Good. So, when you get drunk, you are not in a good state of mind. When you're drunk as well, you say all the wrong things. You do stupid things that you regret, or you lie. Again, like think about drunkenness. It says, I want to get you drunk, but it's reversed. So this is like not wanting to fuel any sort of toxicity. I am terrified. I meant what I said. Now is not the time. Oh, it sounds like, like somebody's saying here, like, I don't want to continue with this. I don't want to continue with this. I don't want to say lie, but again, this drunkenness is just like this. I'm seeing it as just confusion, or not. This is like what somebody's been holding back and not saying. Like, they don't want to continue that. Somebody doesn't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to get you drunk anymore. I don't want to, I don't want to keep telling you this thing that, it's just don't want to continue feeding you this. I don't want to continue doing this. And look, it says, but I'm terrified. Like, how do I tell you that that I can't do this. Like I'm not okay with this. But I'm terrified to tell you that, because I've been telling you that I'm okay with this, but you know, and that's kind of like what I'm getting. I meant what I said. I feel like that's another person talking, like, I meant what I said. Like, I don't want a commitment, or I don't want this yet, or I don't want a family. Like, I told you, like, I meant what I said. Like, I'm not going to change my mind about it. And it's just that maybe confrontation, or that scenario there that is really terrifying somebody, because I mean, it could be a deal breaker. But look, we saw what was that compromise? It might have, I don't know what card that was. The two of could have been the Pentacles. It said something about compromising. So I do see that energy here. It's just about getting over the fear, guys. Getting over the fear and speaking up, and knowing that you matter. And if somebody cares about you, they will consider whatever it is that you're saying. Okay. And if they don't, I mean, that's already a red flag. Okay. Now it's not the time. I feel like that is certainly something that the other person could be telling you, like, right now is not the time. Like, I know you want a family, or I know that you want to get married. I know you want a commitment, or I know that you want to do this. You want to move in together, or you want to take this relationship to this other step, or you're wanting to do this, or you're wanting to buy that, and whatever. But right now it's not the right time. I feel like it's what the other person is going to be saying. Now is not the right time. So if I have any advice, this would be like, you need to stop putting yourself last, and start communicating your truth, expressing your truth, and get over that fear of losing this person in this relationship. It's okay. Explain to this person, well, you know, I was compromising, you know, or not necessarily compromising, but I thought that I could, you know, not be okay with this. But, you know, now that this has happened, or that, like, I'm feeling this way, and I want to communicate this with you. And, well, I feel like the other person, guys, is going to take that in. And again, if they don't, which I don't see that here, if they don't, that is a very red flag there. Now is not the time. Whatever it is that is wanted here, guys, one thing's for sure. One, I think the other person will say that. But I feel like if you deep down inside, like, sit on this and think about it and process it, you will realize that right now is not the right time either. Because it will feel like you're forcing somebody else to do something, just as it feels like somebody else is forcing you to not do something. So you see, there needs to be some time here that is allowed to pass, to create some sort of balance, and even like kind of like a fresh start that allows you and another person to start shifting their perspective and their mind. So it's not the right time, okay, right now, for whatever, you know, is going on. It is the right time, though, to start communicating your wants and your needs, and maybe even your desires, and just sharing your thoughts and how it is that you feel, and knowing that it is that you matter. It is a time to compromise, okay? But it's not quite the right time for that one, let's call it a big thing. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Here's that number 2 again. I still don't have all the answers. Yeah, so you see here we have like a situation, guys, where it's like, you know, you communicate with somebody like, okay, well, you know, well, this is kind of what I want. And the other person's compromising, like, okay, I understand. Let me sit on it and let me think about it. But I can't really give you an answer yet. Let me continue to sit on this and process this. I still don't have all the answers. You see? That means you're not exactly going to you're not going to have all the answers. Just like I explained, I see that scenario there. Like, okay, I'm listening to you. I hear you. Like, I understand this and I understand that. And I'm putting myself in your shoes and my shoes, and we're going this, and I'm willing to, you know, just to think about this and process this. But I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to be okay with this or not. Like, I cannot give you an answer. You're not going to have all the answers. So you see, it's not the right time. But mostly what I'm getting from your reading, my dear Capricorn, is just like, you matter, okay? Like, you matter. Oh my God, look, you matter. Whatever it is that you have to say, whatever it is that you want, like, you matter. Words do hurt. Your family won't like me. Wow. Words do hurt. Maybe there's somebody's family member here that doesn't like you. Somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's best friend or something. Like, words do hurt. Words matter. And maybe I'm hearing something about the way somebody maybe communicates. Maybe some of you somebody here has been holding themselves back from expressing themselves truthfully because there could be very sensitive, or whether it's sensitive or not. I mean, truth is, words do hurt, especially when they're coming out of somebody that you really care about and that you love, and then you don't hear what you want to hear. It could be nerve-wracking, terrifying, right? I am terrified. The month of September is of importance. Your family won't like me. Your family won't like me. So that to me screams like insecurity. There's a lot of insecurities. There's somebody here, again, that needs to feel safe, that needs to feel supported. Your family won't like me. And you matter. Your family won't like me. This is just insecurity. There's, doubts, and there's fears here that are kind of like being thought of, and they're being seen as a reality. Like, this will happen. It's the way it's going to be. That's where the whole terrified comes in. Your family won't like me. I'm hearing, but you don't know that. This could be about family or friend, or somebody not liking, somebody being worried about, like, just being insecure in themselves around other people. And this as well could be about just somebody thinking to themselves, like, I'm not going to like it, or, I'm not going to be okay with this. I'm not going to like it. And they're just saying that before it even happens. I still don't have all the answers. Now is not the right time. So you see, it's just a time to express. You see, all of this is all that I see here. It's a time to express oneself, to communicate clearly, to express one's fears as well. That's all that needs to happen here, guys. And you need to remember that you matter. Let's get some oracle cards for you. Interesting message. Let's get it from over here. This is the Dream Decoder. I got this deck from a local shop down the street, and they have it's an art shop actually. And they had this deck there. They had like a little section that had a bunch of cute little things. And they had this deck there, and I got it. It's a dream deck, but I'm using it as like an oracle message deck for you. Let's see. Capricorn, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to my website, votrevoyagetarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. I kind of blacked out a little bit there. Sorry. Birds and animals. Oh, look at that. You know how I said what's going on in my environment is like, there is some aggression, okay? Capricorn, there's some aggression coming from your environment. I feel like this is somebody that is close to you. Like, my dogs right now started growling and fighting, and I did Taurus's reading and they were fine. They were sleeping. I noticed a lot of distractions, in your reading as well. So I feel like there's a lot going on around you. Animals and birds. I mean, bird is an animal. So animals could be of significance, guys. Maybe getting a pet. Especially, hearing for somebody who is like, has anxiety, somebody that has commitment issues, like, getting a pet, okay, or caring, okay, for like, for a pet is like, it's a good start, especially for those of you that, somebody's scared about having children, or feel like they're not ready for, or just doesn't even have to be about children. It could just be about extra, like, commitment, extra responsibility. Animals are a symbol of primal instincts and urges. In a dream, they can represent a repressed part of yourself that you can't fully express in waking life. So yeah, I feel like that's been you, Capricorn, or there's been a lot of things that you've been repressing. The precise meaning may depend on the specific animal, so be alert to its, okay, the most common wild animals to appear in dreams are elephants. Elephant could be of significance, which denotes memories, or maybe a need for patience. There's absolutely patience here that's needed. The horse, which symbolizes strength or a need for that quality. And the lion, which suggests leadership and pride. If the animal is caged in a zoo, you are being advised either to show caution or else to escape the constraints placed upon you. So for many of you, we saw that devil there reversed. You've been like in a cage in a way by compromising, but I feel like the compromising is being masked for it's not, it feels, for many of you, it has felt like you've been compromising. That's been the feeling, but now you're realizing that it's actually not, that you're not compromising. You're actually suppressing and in a way not allowing yourself to grow and do, and you're not able to do a lot of things that you want to do or that you felt like doing. You're feeling caged, so that means you feel like you don't have a lot of freedom, freedom of expression, freedom to just be and just like be yourself or say what you want or do what you want. It's like those things are having to be tweaked here because you're putting yourself in the back burner and you're compromising a little too much. But now you're realizing that compromising is actually just a cage here that's limiting, what you can do or not do. Okay, a bird or a flock of birds is generally a positive sign, a symbol of freedom, and joy, as well as your hopes and aspirations taking flight. So for many of you, it's like I'm telling you, you've been confined, you've been limiting your freedom. And I feel like for many of you, you've kind of been doing this willingly because you've been seeing it as like some sort of compromise, but now you're just like, no, you matter. What I feel matters. What I want matters. Yeah. A symbol of freedom and joy, as well as your hopes and aspirations taking flight. This is about freedom, guys. And again, freedom this is a relationship reading. I mean, for some of you, there's things that another person doesn't want and you've been okay with them so far, but they're not really sitting well with you, especially so if you're noticing that the other person's not even like compromising with you. And that's what I feel like it's happening. Friendships could be of significance here, guys. What was I saying? There was like some sort of aggression coming from your environment. I feel like this is a very close friend for many of you. And we did see it there, like your family's not going to like me. Yeah, I am feeling something like that here. It says trust. Somebody has trust issues. Trust your decisions. March to the beat of your own heart. So this is saying like you need to trust what you're feeling. Again, there's somebody here that is afraid to like speak up and say, look, I'm okay with this and I'm not okay with that. Or like, this is for sure what I want. And I know you expressed that you don't want it. So what are we going to do now? Like, which one of us is going to compromise? I tried to compromise, I'm here and I wasn't lying. Like I was trying to compromise, but now that we're here, this is what we're faced with. So, trust. Just trust what you're feeling and trust your decisions, okay? And I feel like the decision here that you're being asked to take is just to recognize that you matter. What you want matters. What you have to say matters. And you should just do it and say it. And, the person that loves you, they will compromise. Dance. Maybe there's a good dancer here. Maybe you should go dancing. Maybe you should get like dancing lessons or dances of significance. Step into the light. Go out dancing. Share your gifts and talents with the world. So some of you are very good dancers. If not, you know, this is just about creative expression for many of you. Like this is a sign for you. Like if you've been wanting to go dancing, like it's saying, like go ahead. And if you've been going dancing and you feel bad about it, this is saying don't feel bad about it. Okay, like you need to dance. It's a form of creative expression. It's a gift that you have, and it's a beautiful thing, and you should share it with the world. Not just dancing, but any sort of creative expression, guys. It's just telling you like to be yourself and let loose and be free and just kind of flow with what you're feeling, and don't be afraid to make a move and just kind of be, and everything else will just flow. This is what I have for you, my dear Capricorn. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.